Hi there. So we have news here. Since that UAE is leaving OPEC after 60 years, and how this will change the whole world again. So we are having here that Trump is unhappy with the latest Iranian proposal. Tech stocks sleep on concerns over AI spending boom. So let's see this part here that is quite interesting for all of us. All right. So the tech industry have been doing something crazy. If I'm not mistaken, 4 years ago, we was said that AI is going to do everything. Okay, and since 4 years ago, we are not having this. It's not happening. So the next 6 months, everyone job will be taken over by AI. Well, it's not happening, and we understand this is pure marketing and benefits only the companies that are building. So they feed in the hype. Why? Because there are a lot of reasons why these have everything to fail. We are dealing with a level of complexity that we didn't before. And if you understand a little bit more about AI, you will get to know very important things. For example, AI is not deterministic. It means it cannot do exactly the same thing over and over and over and over again. That is for robotics. That is for deterministic software. But anyway, let's just talk about this boom on expanding. Okay? So what's the boom in spending that we are having here? We have pretty much, would say, data center, right? That is infrastructure, and we have software. Those are pretty much the things that we have here. So when it comes to software here, we have few players like OpenAI and also Anthropic. Those are the ones that we can see quite often to the news. When it comes to the data center, we have other players here, and those players are doing something very costly. So a data center is pretty much a place that needs huge amount of electricity, huge amount of water for cooling. There are other options, but somehow they move on to the water. Also, the data centers needs space, physical space, and the computers itself. The computers, the servers, they have CPUs, they have memory. So when it comes to memory, okay, we are talking here about disk, that is non-volatile memory, and we have a flash disk that is volatile or fast memory. Okay, so those are the very interesting things that come here, and with this comes a big amount of other companies and services and products. This here is complicated, however we can do. This one here is highly sophisticated right now and we cannot do. I will explain better. So we have right now companies such as AMD, NVIDIA, Intel having the highest valuation ever. We are talking, for example, about NVIDIA that has a trillions valuation just to produce chips. Okay, so this already shows something wrong is not right. When it comes here to memory, we have a couple of companies that also do it, and one of the ones we have been talking for a while is exactly SanDisk. If you take your time to see, SanDisk is having the huge valuation ever, and all of these companies here, they are circulating money between each others. I think that you heard about the circular economy, right? So they are circulating and recycling money with each others. They are lending money to each others, they are paying each others, they are supporting each others, they are paying off each others. Right now, we have around 7 companies doing that. Not long ago, we have around 20. So things are changing, right? So let me put here a little bit more beautiful for you. We used to have 20, and right now we are having 7. Okay? So as you see, the cycle is decreasing. Some companies are not able to catch up and move along with it. Moving forward, we have Oracle. I think that you could connect the dots already. Oracle had acquired TikTok, which is a huge investment, not only into data center, but also TikTok infrastructure is very, very, very costly. We're talking here about a social network that is based on videos, and that's pretty much a big deal. Streaming and all of those technologies comes out together in here. Oracle also have been laid off a huge amount of people, okay? And we're talking here about professionals that are in there for more than 20 years. All of that to pump money into data centers. And this is complicated. When a company lay off, it's because it's changing the strategy or because it's failing. We do not know for sure, but we're gonna know in time. The main thing is that now the money is rotating from one place to another. The money is rotating for what is productive, what is paying the bill today, for the future that we do not know if you're gonna pay or not the bills. And that, I think, is what is concerned most of the investors because it's out of hand. Thing is, this bubble is gonna burst. We don't know when. That is the thing about the bubbles, okay? So when it comes here to bubbles, we are having here the housing, we are having here the AI, and we have in here the affordability. What this means? Housing bubble, pure speculation. You are the boomer exit for the market. So the boomers, people who have been born half a century ago, at least half a century ago, those people, you know, they are selling a house by over $600,000 and they didn't pay it for the house. And when it comes to this, imagine that after this burst, you will end up with a house that, you know, erased half of the value. So it was 600,000 when you pay, and now it's 300,000. Why? Because there are a lot of things playing here. It's not only about the housing. We are talking about a shrinking population here. We are talking here about other problems that people are facing. One of them is affordability, and affordability means you are not earning enough to live. And when it comes to do not earn enough to live, means the inflation is increasing, is going faster than you can catch up. And when those things combined work, things get very, very complicated. And here we have AI that have been pretty much just taking all the money into the market that could be dedicated to salary and is putting into infrastructure, is putting on things that may not live longer than 4 years. Usually this piece of technology get obsolete in a couple of years. Anyway, moving forward here, we see that the companies are sharing now the results of the quarter, which is good news. And this is the reason why, I'm not sure if you follow, but companies such as AMD and also Intel, they had a surge of 20%. Why? Because they are getting to data center as well. They do not have the GPUs, but they have chips that are good enough or maybe have a better price to get in there. Actually, Intel comes from a different place. If you don't, maybe you don't remember, but anyway, you maybe is aware that Intel recently had laid off a huge amount of people. Also, Intel is passing through a shock. They also have a new CEO, and since that time, they are doing a turnaround. In order to do this turnaround, they are pretty much doing anything that they didn't do before. They do not have the hegemony anymore, and they are trying to catch up. If you take a look into the papers and you take a look into the evolution in time, you may see that Intel is doing pretty okay. This is something here that we talked a few days back here, the broader index of semiconductor. You see, we are right now in the month 4. We are only 4 months into the year, and we are having here 10% increase. 10% a month. So yes, the numbers are showing clearly where the money is. It's not into gold, it's not into oil, and it's here in technology. Anyway, be aware because again, it may burst. It's too hot. We do not know how hot it would be, but it's hot. We have here companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta. All of them are investing hugely in AI, in all the things that comes together that we talked, such as infrastructure. Right now, there's only one company doing that very well. And this company, you know, for a while, we're talking here about Apple. Apple is not directly doing it, Instead, they are paying others to do, in this case, Google. So they are doing something that is very smart and have paid off in the long run. This is the reason why you didn't saw an Apple phone before, like a smartphone time. Apple was exactly the first company to say, okay, I can do that better. So they had done the iPhone that by the time was way better than any other alternative when it comes to smartphones. They had done that. And it's not the only thing that they did. So you will notice that Apple, they have no problem to lag behind. They watch the market, they learn, they see what works well, and they do it. I think that's all for today here. Well, it's a beautiful day. We do not have that amazing news, but we have good enough. So have a good time. And also, if you would like to help us, just, subscribe, share, and tell us, what do you think that is happening to the market right now? We are having here oil surge, we are having here Middle East countries splitting apart into deals and also groups that they are part for over 60 years. We are having here the AI boom concern investors for the first time because it's not returning the results that they expected. However, the numbers are there, the things are happening. So tell me, what do you think?